Across India, the weather pattern shows strong regional variation, with heat wave conditions dominating the northern and western plains. While several southern, eastern and northeastern states are experiencing thunderstorms, rain and gusty winds, alongside relatively milder conditions in the Himalayan region. Well, let's start with North India, as Punjab will experience mainly clear skies with intense heat conditions across most of the districts. In Amritsar, the maximum temperature is 40 degrees Celsius, while the minimum is 26 degrees Celsius. Moving to Bathinda, the maximum remains 43 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 21 degrees Celsius. In Chandigarh, Mohali, the maximum temperature rises to 41 degrees Celsius, while the minimum stays at 29 degrees Celsius. Jalandhar will see a maximum of 40 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 26 degrees Celsius. In Taran, the maximum reaches 46 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 29 degrees Celsius. Himachal Pradesh will experience generally cloudy skies with light rain in some areas and mild weather conditions. In Dharamshala, the maximum temperature is 33 degrees Celsius, while the minimum drops to 18 degrees Celsius. Kangra will see a maximum of 37 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 20 degrees Celsius. In Shimla, the maximum reaches 28 degrees Celsius, while the minimum is 18 degrees Celsius. Manali will be colder with a maximum of 28 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 11 degrees Celsius. Delhi will experience severe heat wave conditions accompanied by strong surface winds. The maximum temperature is 45 degrees Celsius and the minimum is 28 degrees Celsius. Haryana will experience mainly clear skies with a strong heat wave across the region. In Gurgaon, the maximum is 42 degrees Celsius and the minimum is 24 degrees Celsius. Panipat will see a maximum of 43 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 26 degrees Celsius. Sirsa records a maximum of 42 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 23 degrees Celsius, while Noor reaches a maximum of 45 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 32 degrees Celsius. Jammu and Kashmir will experience partly cloudy skies with spells of rain on thunderstorm showers in some areas. Kupwara will have a maximum of 26 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 16 degrees Celsius. Srinagar records a maximum of 26 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 17 degrees Celsius. In Jammu, the maximum reaches 41 degrees Celsius and the minimum is 29 degrees Celsius. South India will experience generally cloudy skies with thunderstorms, lightning and gusty winds in several states. In Kerala, the maximum temperature is 32 degrees Celsius, while the minimum is 25 degrees Celsius. Moving to Tamil Nadu, the maximum reaches 39 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 28 degrees Celsius. In Karnataka, the maximum is 33 degrees Celsius and the minimum is 23 degrees Celsius. Andhra Pradesh will see a maximum of 41 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 30 degrees Celsius. Finally, Telangana records a maximum of 41 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 30 degrees Celsius. West India will experience mainly clear to clear skies with hot and dry weather conditions. In Maharashtra, the maximum temperature is 34 degrees Celsius, while the minimum is 28 degrees Celsius. Gujarat sees a maximum of 43 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 29 degrees Celsius. In Rajasthan, the maximum reaches 44 degrees Celsius, while the minimum is 31 degrees Celsius. East and Northeast India will experience thunderstorms with rain, lightning and gusty winds in many areas. In West Bengal, the maximum temperature is 36 degrees Celsius, while the minimum is 27 degrees Celsius. Moving to Assam, the maximum reaches 32 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 23 degrees Celsius. In Bihar, the maximum is 40 degrees Celsius and the minimum is 28 degrees Celsius. Overall, across India, extreme heat continues to impact large parts of the north and west, whereas unstable monsoon-like activity brings rain, lightning and winds to the south and east, resulting in a mixed and highly dynamic weather situation nationwide.